Hello and welcome to This is Guelph, your weekly update on what's happening in our fair city. I'm Bang Lai, half centaur, and your host for the show. Thank you for joining us. Here's what's happening this week in Guelph. First up on Monday night is an event called the Annual Dinner for the Rivers. Head on over to the Woolwich Arrow, located at 176 Woolwich Street at 6 p.m., where you'll be met with a 4-course dinner and a beer pairing sponsored by Creemore Springs Brewery. The evening is going to cost you $60 a head, but don't forget, all that money is going to go to the Grand River Conservation Foundation. And you've also got a chance to win a canoe. Next up on Tuesday, if you don't already have any midday coffee plans, head on over to the McCrae House at 108 Water Street, where you'll find an event called Tea and Tours. Your afternoon is going to be filled with berries, scones, and teas brewed especially for the McCrae House. It's going to cost you $15 a head, and you're going to want to make a reservation quick because it fills up fast. Head on over to guelphmuseums.ca to make a reservation today. If you're going to Tea and Tours, maybe take a picture for us and hashtag us with This is Guelph. I'm not quite sure what the tours part of Tea and Tours is, but I'd love to find out. If you've got a flair for the artistic and you've got an itch to get outside, head on over to the Lens Mill parking lot on Victoria Road, Tuesday at 7 p.m. You're going to find the Guelph Hike and Trail Club, and they'll take you on a 2-hour photo hike. Don't forget, bring a camera that you're comfortable with. You'll be spending time with avid nature lovers and, of course, passionate photographers. Make sure your batteries are charged, bring a blank SD card, and always, always shoot manual. If you're into sports sting, on Tuesday night, our Guelph Royals will be hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs over at Exhibition Park. Tickets, like usual, will be $8 for adults and $2 less if you're a senior or a student. That's $6 if you just couldn't math that yourself. Stay in school, kids. On Wednesday night, head over to the J.C. Taylor Nature Center, located off of College in the Arboretum, where you'll be joined by other nature enthusiasts for what they call the Wednesday night walks. This walk has the theme of boys versus girls, and as you know, in the plant and animal kingdom, there are varying ways to tell the differences between the two. Now you'll get to see examples and learn why, and I quote, girls rule and boys drool, or vice versa, as the copy says. And I'm sure they're going to handle the differences of the sexes in a very straightforward and frank manner. Perhaps you'll meet Fuzzy Bunny. About a year ago, he noticed his voice was changing. He had terrible acne, and he had fur where there was no fur before. On Friday, head down to see Emma Hewson play for the Guelph's Noon Hour concert series. There'll be a new singer every week, so come on back to This is Guelph to check out who's on the list. Also on Friday night, head on over to Finn McCool's across the street from Store Road Mall. There you'll find a band called the Dreamboats. They'll be playing a selection of songs from the Beatles, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and maybe one or two other people that died in an airplane, who knows. So that of course brings us to Saturday, and you can always head downtown to the Guelph Farmers Market, buy yourself some handcrafted wooden bowls, donuts, cupcakes, all sorts of vegetables, things made out of alpaca, and of course you can always see the guy that plays mandolin right downtown too. The Guelph Farmers Market opens at 7 a.m. on Saturday mornings. You can find it located at Gordon and Waterloo. Head on over to Exhibition Park at 1 p.m. where you get to watch our Guelph Royals trounce the Barrie Baycats. Should be a good game. Moving on. And to round off your weekend, every Sunday the Guelph Arts Council holds a walking tour in and around the city. This Sunday's tour will reveal the rich architecture and diverse peoples that helped form Guelph in its early years. Particular attention will be devoted to the discussion of Guelph's early Italian community, but also the proximity between residential and industrial areas. One specific member of the Italian community in the early days of Guelph we mentioned in this tour. He's known for his big mustache, red shirt, and blue overalls. He had amazing jumping abilities, marathon running skills, and also the ability to throw fire from his hands. None of that last bit was true. Well, that's it for another episode of This is Guelph. Thank you again for joining us. If you have any questions about the events we had in today's show, check them on the links below or head over to thisisguelph.com. If you happen to be going to any of the events we talked about today, maybe take a picture yourself with the hashtag ThisIsGuelph. We'd love to know what you thought about it. If you've got an event coming up that you'd like us to talk about, tweet us at ThisIsGuelph and maybe we'll put it on the show. Thanks again from all of us at This is Guelph. I'm Bang Lai. We'll see you again next week.